up, man? All the way over there. What's up? Michael Pena, I don't know.
What's up, Michael?
No, okay.
The mustache.
I don't know. Sometimes sunglasses and the hat. You know, I'm representing my Eco Parque. What's up, guys? What are you guys up to?
We're just here covering the 18th annual Oscar de la Foundation.
18th annual, man. It's so cool. Yeah, I mean,
you've been a part of it before.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on it a couple times. You know, I try to support him, and then you know, George Lopez too. You know, luckily and blessed for me, man. I'm always doing movies and TV or whatever. I'm in Mexico City right now filming Narcos. We're gonna be done pretty soon.
Yeah,
comes out in November, so that's pretty cool.
Who's your favorite fighter to watch right now?
Say what?
Who's your favorite fighter to watch right now?
My favorite fighter does a lot, man. To be honest with you, I mean, like Mikey Garcia. You know, him and Robert Garcia and all of them. Like, they got me tickets when he fought, and I brought my dad in New York City. But him definitely, like, he was he's a 1-2 puncher, and then now he's like 1-2 with a crazy hook to the body. So I don't know. It's, you know, I saw him in Broner, man. And, like, he looks really, really good. Of course, Lomachenko.
How do you see those two matching up?
To be honest with you, I see, like, I don't know, a lot of people pick Lomachenko, but he's so much heavy. Mikey's so much bigger. I think Mikey would get him, and I think people underestimate his, you know, his defense. You know, the gloves are up, and he picks a lot of things off. He catches and shoots, you know, and Lomachenko's not faster than Broner. Broner's jab is nasty. I mean, Broner's really, really fast. You know, I love boxing, man. I don't see Lomachenko surviving that. But Errol Spence, you know, Terrence Crawford.
What about those two in a matchup? Spence and Crawford.
I mean, again, I think Spence is too big. You know, I mean, I used to wrestle in high school, man, and like 5 pounds.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot, man. I don't know if people understand it. Like boxers, man, like they're basically, their body's stripped of everything, and all they have is boxing muscles. So 5 pounds, like even just a little longer reach, even half an inch, man, that makes, you know, I sparred a couple times, and like, and you could definitely notice, you know, sometimes, you know, if they're smaller, they're faster, and you know, it's Hollywood sparring, so your gloves are like this big, like payaso gloves or whatever.
Okay. As an actor, you know what you're worth, man, and if you take any less, the industry could take advantage of you. Canelo Golovkin seems that it's stuck at a 50-50% demand from Gennady Golovkin.
Are you serious?
Yeah. How do they figure that out, man? 50-50% Canelo, that's what Golovkin's demanding. What do you make of that?
Well, here's the thing, like in any good negotiations and in movies, you know what I mean? You're like, how much does this person bring to the table? How many seats can they bring to the table? You know, again, I've been blessed. You know, there's a lot, you know, I've been doing it for 23 years. Canelo, he brings the Latinos, you know what I mean? And he's a great crossover. You know, he's a flashy fighter, and you know, Gennady Golovkin, like how much does he bring on his own terms, right? And how much does Canelo bring? I've gone to Canelo fights, you know what I mean, and they're always sold out, and there's chance, and it's like the Beatles, you know. For me, Latinos love boxing. I mean, that's just the thing. But Latinos also love GGG. Like, what are his numbers pay-per-view? You know what I mean? And then you got to see the stats. You always got to go to the numbers.
Just off the top of your head, who would you favor in that situation, that monetary situation?
Money-wise?
Yeah, who would you favor?
Canelo.
Canelo has the right.
You got this guy, you know what I mean, doing the negotiating. You got the golden boy behind you, dude, and he's the one who put a lot of people on the map, pay-per-view. And he was in on some of the things, and he battled the toughest guys, and he went up like 4 weight classes, bro. That's crazy, dude. It's like, you know, just to fight like a mega fight, dude. I'm like, I don't know if I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna. He's like, you have no idea, bro. You have no idea. I'm like, I wouldn't step into the ring. That's why I'm an actor, dude. You know.
Michael, you're an actor. You're a serious actor as well as a comedian. If you've been keeping up with the Roseanne situation, they canceled their show, man. What do you make of it as an actor? Should her tweet be held to that account where it affects her show professionally? Or
I mean, I don't know about that stuff, man. I just know that, like, right now, you really have to be careful. Like, you know, the business 20 years ago was different than it is now, so you just have to be careful. and if you have hatred in your heart, like it's probably not a good time to talk. You know what I mean? Probably just keep that to the curb. You know what I mean? And just try to be as biased as possible. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna make everybody happy, but at the same time, if you got road rage, don't get on the mic.
In the wake of that, we saw Samantha Bee make a really
Samantha Bee.
She called Ivanka Trump the C word because she wanted her to talk to her dad about Trump's immigration policy.
That's not necessarily the best way to talk about it, man. You know what I mean? Because again, like, are you going to listen? Are you going to pay attention to somebody in anger? You know, but Jim Parsons, you know, he said something really interesting where, like, right now, a person in office can get away with a lot more than a person in the entertainment business. And right now in the entertainment business, like, it's crazy. It's a crazy time, dude. But it's a time of awareness and stuff. But, like, for sure, I mean, you know, some things that are happening are gonna have to happen. But you just gotta be careful, man.
With immigration, what would you like to see be done in this administration?
The facts are that, like, you know, the Americans are like 4 generations deep. You know what I mean? Most of the people came from Poland and Italy and you know, the Middle East.
Yeah.
You know, they're all immigrants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even the Spanish conquistadors, like they came in, you know, 400 years ago. I don't really know the map, but I mean, right now you're doing an interview in California, in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Those are Spanish words. You know what I mean? And it used to be Mexico at one time. And I think what makes the fact is that this country is made great because of the people that had dreams from all over the place. You know what I mean? Hard-working people like my parents that went to Chicago, and you know, they wanted to get a better life for us. And so, you know, the fact is that it is founded on immigrants. I do agree with some of it where you gotta filter out. You know, you can't just bring criminals and stuff in here. But like when I go to East LA, dude, all I see, like, and I used to ride the bus to my, you know, to my auditions.
Yeah.
I just saw people tired from working all day. You know what I mean? You know, gangbangers are gonna be anywhere, man. Gangbangers, you know, white, black, green, whatever. You know, of all colors. There's always gonna be, you know, some people like that. But I saw more. I came from a working class Mexican neighborhood in Chicago. You know what I mean? Those are like my dad working 2 jobs, my mom working 2 jobs, me, my brother always working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's something that I know, that you have to go there and look for yourself. You know?
Always loved you since Crash, man. That scene made me cry.
Oh, thank you, man. That was my first real part, man.
It was incredible.
You know, it made me cry that it didn't come out for 2.5 years, man. I was like, because that was my first big part, man, and that would. And I didn't really know, because I have a kid now, but I didn't have a kid back then. And then now that I watch it, man, I'm like, oh man.
So you were great. You were right.
I appreciate it, brother.
You stole the show.
I appreciate it.
Enjoying your work on Ant-Man.
Yo, man, he loves Ant-Man, man. We just saw Infinity War yesterday. Marvel does it right, man. They're a bunch of like really smart guys. Kevin Feige and all those guys. Disney, like, just, well, it was Marvel before and then Disney bought it, but like they're crushing it, man. They've got amazing special effects, but also amazing stories. You know, did you see Infinity War?
Yeah, of course. I was actually going to ask you.
You're like,
I love it. I was actually going to ask you if you survived the snap. I was going to ask you if you survived the snap, because no one knows where Ant-Man and Wasp is on the timeline. So did you guys survive the snap?
But it was, you know what was sad about it, like, and without giving it away, is like half are gone with the snap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that should be a meme. Half are gone with the snap, like, who's gone?
Exactly.
And you know what? Like, Marvel doesn't tell you anything. And if they did, I couldn't tell you anything. You know what I mean? So that's even worse.
Why ripping the Echo Park cat? A lot of people don't even know about Echo Park. That's something
Echo Park?
Yeah.
I just,
I like it myself. I was raised there, so that's something like.
Dude, my wife's a hipster, dude, so she's like,
oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
What do you mean that's terrible, dude? She was born and
Old
raised.
school Echo Park. Old school Echo Park. That's right.
I know, that's where she was born. She was like,
oh, okay, yeah, but the hipster
she's a white girl,
dude.
she's a white girl married to Mexican. She grew up with Mexicans. That's what she's cool. She gets a pass. She gets a pass,
She gets a
right?
pass for that one.
Yeah.
Michael, I know you talked about the split and what you think it should be, but just the fight itself, if Canelo and Triple G do get it together, so they fight in September, who do you favor in that match, having watched the first one already?
Bro, I saw the first one live, and I had it as a draw. I had a draw from the, you know what I mean, from the I was in a section. I came in late, and I was in a section that was unbiased. And you know what? A lot of Mexicans love GGG. You know what I mean? Because of the way he fights, like he's just coming forward and stuff. And I saw it as a draw. But I did see GGG get outboxed a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm interested. This is a tough one to call, man. This is a great one because these are two guys at the top of their game fighting. You know what I mean? I think the last 10 years was a lot of cherry picking and like waiting till champions get old and knocked out, and then like I'll fight him. You know what I mean? Which is like that way. That's why it was tough. I don't mean to throw my boy. You know, he's a fantastic fighter, Mayweather, to throw him under the bus, but he was like he always waited until like Pacquiao, like after he got knocked out, and like De La Hoya. You know what I mean? When he was like not in his prime and stuff, but early in his career, that like what was that? Pretty Boy Floyd?
Yeah.
That's when he was exciting, homie.
130, 140.
That's when he was on fire, dude. Yeah, I wish he was like that, and he was going up against like the best, and those are close fights. Castillo, which by the way, CompuBox had him like winning by a lot. And I don't even know how he lost.
Second one for sure. I don't know about the first one.
He won the second one.
He won
both,
but a lot of people thought he lost.
Well, the first one was like, even by CompuBox numbers, he lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
CompuBox, yeah.
Yeah, by CompuBox, which is how many times he get hit.